Hi, my name's Tom. I was sent this next item and tell you all about it, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. This is the SimPure Y10H water filtration system. It's a countertop model. You do not need to run your own water line. The entire thing is self-enclosed here. It's got two different filters, lots of different features. Let me go ahead and give you a quick tour of everything you get and show you how it works. So this is the unit itself. It looks great. It does plug in. It's got a nice cord in the back. It does have a water tank on the back, and that water tank is where you're going to go ahead and put all of the water you're going to go ahead and purify. The top does come off just like that. And then what I really like about this is it has a handle. So you can just pick it up, right out, lift it, go to your sink, fill it up, put it back in, and put it back in, and the handle goes ahead and slides in the back, and you put the top back on, and there you go, and you can even see how much water you have because this is kind of an opaque color. You also get the actual water pitcher itself. This comes off. This is ambient water. It pours very nicely. There we go. We'll go ahead and do that later. But you can see you can have ambient temperature water. So if you like a little glass of water every now and then, it's actually purified. This will automatically fill up each time, keep itself purified. That's great. And then here's where you actually get hot purified water. So instead of getting purified water out of the pitcher and then warming it up and taking all that time, you can get purified water right out of this. And there's actually different temperatures and kind of different ways of using this. You can get ambient waters, just regular temperature water, same stuff's in the pitcher, or you can get formula, coffee, or tea, and then you can actually change the temperatures of the waters that come out if you want. Formula is a low warm kind of a temperature, about 113 degrees. Coffee is about 185 degrees, and tea is 200 plus. So you can kind of adjust your temperatures as needed. You do go ahead and you also get a little plate here where you can kind of put this here to catch water. This does slide out if you have to clean it, that's fine. There are two filters with this as well. There's a filter in here. Here's your CTO filter right there. And then at the very top, there's another filter in here, and you got a little plastic thing for undoing this and pulling it out. That's a little MTO filter. So you do have two filters. The filters last between 6 to 8 months. You do get instruction manual. The instruction manual is fairly complete. It has a lot of different steps, and it kind of talks all about it. It kind of goes through all the different levels and what you can do with it. It kind of tells you everything and anything. It's well written, has lots of pictures, and once you kind of get the gist of it, it's easy to follow. When you first get it, you're going to unpack it, and you're going to go ahead and put water in the back of the tank, and you're going to go ahead and flush it through a couple times. And basically what you do is just get a great big container, you put it here, put everything in, let it kind of go through. The instructions talk you through this, but you're going to go ahead and just flush the water out. Water comes out of this spout right here. You do ambient temperature to get regular water, dump it, and then do it again. Do it a couple more times until it tells you to kind of keep refilling that backwater reservoir. After 4 or 5 times, you are actually, maybe even 6 times, you've actually then cleaned out the filters, you're ready to go, and you're ready to use it. We have been using this for about a week or so. My daughter really, really likes tea. We don't have a baby in the house anymore, but when we had a baby in the house, getting formula or hot water or warm water for the formula was always a pain in the neck. We had all kind of crazy water warmers. This would make it a whole lot easier. Let me just kind of show you the basics here. Let's say I want some tea or some hot water in this. I'll get some warm water. How about for the formula? Right now it is locked, and you can see that. It is kind of a safety feature. You do have to unlock it before using it so that no little hands like children can accidentally turn it on and have hot water come out. So this is a safety feature. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock it. I'm going to take my glass. I'm just going to hold it here. I could put it down here. I'm just going to hold it up here just so you can see it. And I'm going to hit the formula button. And in a moment, there we go. We have warm water coming out. It does tell you how warm it is, about 113 degrees in this case. It'll sometimes up a little bit when I want to turn it off. I click it again and it just kind of stops there, kind of dribbles out, and ta-da, I am done. I now have pure warm water right there. I can go ahead and drink that, do whatever I want to do with it. Now, if I want to just go ahead and have regular water, maybe I don't need it to be heated, I can hit the ambient button. Same idea, it just comes straight out. This is actually 67 degrees. It's just whatever temperature your room happens to be. So I'll click it again, and you can see it just kind of dribbles and turns off there pretty quickly. Or if I even don't want to do that, maybe I just want to go ahead and have a pitcher of water ready to go. There it is. There's my pitcher of water. Again, it does pour fairly easily. I really kind of like this pitcher. You can see it's about a third of a gallon there. I put it back in. Now, when I put it back in, this is really cool. I don't know if you can see this yet. It's saying flush right now. And what it's basically doing is it's going to refill this pitcher from the bottom. There's a little valve down there, and it's refilling it with filtered water. So you can see the water is slowly going up. You'll see a couple little air bubbles every so often. It's taking water from that back reservoir, filtering it through the 2 filters, and then filling this pitcher back up. So you always have filtered water ready to go. This is not an instant water filter. Instant water filters, you put your glass here, you press a button, and the water goes through a filter and then comes out. This filters the water and has it ready for you, ready to go. It's not filtering real time, it filters it ahead of time, and it has it ready for you. That's why it's really nice and fast. It's instant. You don't have to wait for it to warm up. Even with a Keurig, if you do hot water from a Keurig, 1, it's not filtered very well, and 2, you have to wait for it to warm up. Not with this. So let's say I want some hot water, maybe I want some coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that, and there it goes. Right away, no waiting for it to warm up. I have 185 degree water right there, nice and hot. Turn it off again, and there we go. And you can see it's kind of steamy. It is hot. It's real hot actually. It's just that good. And sure enough, you can see the pitcher has now filled up on its own while it's sitting there, and it's ready to go. Let's go ahead and talk about filtration real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and test the water. Here is a clear glass and get all the residue out. Let me fill it out of my tap. This cold water, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in and see what I come up with. And oh geez, I have 100 ppm, 101 there. That's not great for just out of the tap. That's really not something you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear it out. Okay, so we had 100 on the tap water. Let's go ahead and do, let's see here, ambient, temp, ambient. Let's get some water right out of this thing to go ahead and test our ambient water. And we're gonna take a look at how clean this is. Again, we had 100 ppm, it was red, that's not real great. I'm gonna turn off my ambient button, there we go. Okay, here we go, live test. 3, 2, 1, and let's see what we come up with. Looks like about 23, 24. That is amazing. We went from 100 ppm out of the tap to 24 here with this clear filter. It really is pretty amazing. The water is much, much, much more filtered. It's really, really pretty good. Again, we've been using this for about a week now. My wife really likes it. My daughter really likes it. I like it for making instant coffee. They like it for making instant tea. They just put their tea bag in, get some hot water. It's clean. It tastes better. It tastes filtered. It doesn't taste like tap water. It actually is nice and clear. Again, because I can lift this thing up just with the handle, they can actually change it themselves. There's no special water lines. There's no crazy hookups or anything. You just put it on the counter and go. As long as you're somewhere within an outlet, it's about a 4-foot cord there. So as long as you have a cord somewhere in your kitchen, you just plug it in, fill up the back water tank, flush it through a couple times, and you're good to go. You have hot purified water. You have ambient temperature purified water. It really is a really good water purification system. Lots of cool settings, lots of nice features. This is highly recommended.